What if there didn't need to be any deeper why than you want to do it? There's a lot of talk these days about what's your why? Why are you in business? What's the vision and deep purpose and reason that your business exists? What's your why? What's your personal why? Start with why, Simon Sinek. Very important. Let's all start with why. And these are all valid questions, and I encourage questioning anything and everything. I think the quality of the questions you ask yourself provides so much insight into who you are, what you value, and ultimately shape the direction of your life when you ask yourself and others really powerful questions. However, in my own experience, sometimes we can overanalyze, over-intellectualize things. Why can't you just have a feeling, a desire for something and go, you know what, I want that? From a very young age, I knew that I was going to be rich. I was going to be wealthy. Now, the reasons why I wanted to be wealthy were very mixed of fear and ego, and ultimately even the ego status stuff was still coming from a place of fear. I didn't want to be in a position like I was when I was growing up, where we didn't have a lot of money, and the things I wanted often were told that money doesn't grow on trees, you can't afford that. And my journey is not unique. It could be similar to your own. I know many business owners who have had very similar journeys of why they want to become wealthy, why they want to get into business. I wanted to create wealth so that I would be seen as, a desirable mate for the opposite sex, that, I would have money and power and that would be attractive. All of these things were the original drivers. But they're not why I'm in business today. And even if they were, what if I go, you know what? I'm going to learn French. Someone might go, well, why do you want to learn French? And you could intellectualize and say, well, one day I might go to France, or it's a really beautiful language. Or from my own experience of France, the very first time I went to France, I got off a train. I caught the train from London into Paris. I got off the train and very quickly realized nothing, and I mean nothing, was written in English. And I felt very uncomfortable, and apparently I look quite French. So a lot of French people would come up to me on the train station asking directions, and I had no idea what they were saying, and I felt very uncomfortable. And I gave myself a challenge. I'm going to learn French, so I'm never in this situation again. Again, that was fear-based. But that's my story. What if you just were like, I feel like learning French? And people might question you and go, well, why? Why do you want to learn that? It's okay. You don't have to have any justification more than, I really want to. That's the point of this episode, and what I'm wanting to talk about today is just starting the conversation and letting you know it's okay if the only reason you want to do something is that you want to do it. You don't need to understand the deeper psychological driver that's causing you to do that. As long as it's not bringing harm to you or others, if you have a desire to do something, it's okay to just go, you know what? I just want to do it. Feels right. I want to do it. If you're waiting for someone to give you permission to do something, this is it. This is your permission. I'm giving you that permission right now. If you have something you just want to do, and by doing that thing, it will not cause harm to yourself or to others, you have my full blessing, full permission. Go and do it. If it could cause harm to you or yourself or others, do some more questioning. Ask yourself a little bit more. Maybe now at that point you have to ask yourself why. But at the end of the day, if you want to do something, you want to do something. It's your own journey. Don't get so caught up thinking you need to intellectualize and understand everything. Life is worth living. And living is about just being in the moment and doing things. You've been listening to Entrepreneurs Rising. Thank you, dear listener, for tuning in. I appreciate your time and look forward to connecting in future episodes. If you would like show notes or any resources from today's episode, you can find them at rising.show. Rising.show. You can find show notes for this episode and all other episodes, as well as links to socials and the ability to reach out and connect with me, make your suggestions for future episodes. Until next time, keep up the journey.